Carolyn McCardle, public address announcer for your San Francisco Giants, and you're listening to Forever SF Giants.
Good evening, everybody. D-Boggs, Cole Dunstan, anyone that's about to come. Forever Giants podcast. I'm Schmitty along with Christian, and we are diving into the Pittsburgh Pirates series where the Giants took 2 out of 3, followed the earlier series where they won 2 out of 3 against the Mets. So they're on a happy flight home. They should be landing in about an hour and a half. Christian, let's talk about this. Highlights, lowlights, what do we got? There was a lot to discuss. We got a new closer. We miss Tyler Rogers. We don't know if we miss Duvall. Is Devers a dude yet? What are we talking about here?
Well, look, winning 2 series in a row after coming off a real rough stretch is always a refreshing and sparkling way to go, and finish up a road trip with a win is always a good deal. Today's game was a little tight, little Giants didn't get going until the 5th inning, and Pittsburgh came right back and took the lead in the bottom of the 5th. So it was dicey, but good pitching, offense when they needed it. Encarnacion hits the home run, but unfortunately now he's probably down for the count for a while. It looked like a hamstring, and that sucks. But Christian Koss being back, spark plug.
Yeah, Chris Koss will make you jump. It's amazing to see these guys come right in and make an impact. Christian Koss hit a home run his first game. Encarnacion hit 2 home runs. He hit one today and one yesterday. And then he runs to first base, tries to beat out a throw, and comes up lame. And this guy has just not had a lucky streak in his bone this year. We haven't got to see him. We've seen little glimpses, and we're like, I think this could be a rad dude, but he never sticks around long enough for us to be sure.
Yeah, the injuries with him are a little bit disturbing, because it's like he hurts his hand, right? He has surgery. He's out for months. He comes back, plays 2 games, and his hamstring goes out. And it's like, is this the way it's going to be with him? Because the power's great, but that's assuming that he stays healthy for more than 2 games. And that's not cool. But I'll take the home runs, And that Koss home run, 107 off the bat, 419 feet. That's a big boy home run and he's not a big dude, right? But
I think it was like the 3rd or 4th longest ball hit at PNC Ballpark.
Yeah.
So it's pretty amazing. And then Gerard hit one a little further today. I mean, that guy's a beast. When he gets a hold of one, it's a no doubter. It's pretty similar to like a Ellie or O'Neal Cruz, these guys that just are big dudes that when they hit it, they can sit there and they like, I know that's out. We don't have that much. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, Nathan? I'm kind of bummed for Gerard. I feel like, man, he's put in the work. He comes through, he comes back. He's like doing it. And it's just such a quick glimpse that even my dog doesn't like it. So,
yeah, and the Adames Oppo home run was pretty impressive too. He hit a little cold stretch the last couple of games on the road trip, but see, the other guys were picking up the slack, which is good to see. Jung-Hoo Lee's coming alive again.
Today he was a spark today for sure. He's got like extra base hit in every game of the road trip.
That's right. And Dominic Smith, 11-game hit streak, and it would have ended today, except he comes in, pinch hits, and gets a hit, knocks in a run. So, ooh, yeah.
Pets on the air are the best. Well, that's my honeybee. Well, out of the 3 games in Pittsburgh, what do you think? Who are your top 3 stars? Who you taking as like the money men of that series?
Well, obviously Jung-Hoo Lee. I want to say Patrick Bailey, actually, because he's starting to come back to life a little bit. He's looking good, and he had a couple of key hits in the series. And I mean, any which way, I mean, Chapman's defense was excellent this series. Pitching was good. But I think my other of the top 3 probably going to be Encarnacion.
So here's my 3. I was thinking along with you. Let's see, in no particular order, because I don't know who's like top dog or whatever. But I love Jung-Hoo Lee, and I love seeing what he's been doing recently after his struggles. So I'm throwing my boy Jung-Hoo Lee in there for sure. Encarnacion gets in there. I mean, back-to-back home runs, putting the fire into the club. And then who was your third? Was it Christian Koss or Bailey?
I was saying Bailey.
I'm going with, God damn it, the Dominator, dude. Dom Smith. Let's go Dom Smith for a mix it up. But I don't think you could go wrong. The whole team got hit, which was so great to see. But, man, Dom's play defensively, too, where he just snags it and throws it to Randy for the walk-off.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, right?
Yep. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, when the Giants are clicking and they're playing good baseball and the way that they're kind of constructed to play, it's up and down the lineup contributions every day, a little bit different. There's a different hero every game, and this is the way good, gritty baseball is played. After they went on that rough stretch, it was like, oh man, is this who they're going to be the rest of the year? Because I don't think I can stomach this for another 50 games, right? I mean,
yeah,
it was getting ugly, but now it seems like the worm turned a little bit. And I don't know. I mean, that could have everything to do with guys coming back who have been hurt, just a mindset. Sometimes you get out on the road and things change. You get away, especially if you're coming off some rough stuff like sweeps at home, and then you get out on the road, you forget all about what happened at Oracle. You're in a different time zone. You wake up and you're like, all right, new day, new game. Let's go. New season. Right. So whatever the case, I mean, it's nice to see them kind of bounce back, because they could have just gone down like the Titanic after that home series was rough.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that, like I said last show, I have to believe these guys have a lot of pride and some ego, and they know that they got to win at home. And after what they did last homestand, I really believe that they're looking in the mirror going, we're the reason that our good friend Rogers is gone, our good friend Yaz. I heard Jung-Hoo Lee cried when he heard that they traded Yaz away. They had a good connection. But they got to come back and say, dude, we got to show our fans a better showing. And we got the Nationals. Come on, let's beat the Nationals. And then Sandeezy, the daddies are coming to town.
Yeah, and the dads, did they lose today again?
No, they haven't played yet, but the Dodgers lost to the Cardinals.
Excellent. Yeah, the Cardinals were kind of having their way with the Dodgers. They took 2 out of 3, right? So, yeah, there it is. and this Devers, a lot of people have been down on it and think, I don't know, but he's once he gets locked in and he gets comfortable, look out, boy. I mean, he's just going to be raking, and the fact that he can play a little first base, and he's made some pretty incredible plays, not necessarily because of his defensive prowess, but just sprawling in the right direction at the right time and knocking a ball down. Like, come on, man. He's never played this position before this last couple of weeks. So
yeah, and I mean, we beat this into the ground, but he is acclimating to a whole different coast. He's played in Boston for his whole career. What up, Val? And he comes to the West Coast, colder area, new zone, all the drama with Boston talking shit on him, and he wanting to be the guy because he's this guy. So let's give him some time. Adames struggled, and now he's arrived. Devers is going to struggle a little bit, but you can see glimpses of it, right? In the Mets game, he had a blast. It's coming. It's going to come. And when it comes, hallelujah, it's going to be on.
yeah.
What's up, Chrysler in the house? Good job, man. Good to see you.
Logan Gilbert. Dunno.
But one of the things we were talking about before the show started was Randy Rodriguez as a closer, and I think that he had a lot of he was extra pumped. He came in as the closer, and his adrenaline's going crazy. First 2 games, he looked a little shaky. Today, he looked a lot more like himself. And you and I both agreed, like, he's just going to get better. He's going to get a little more acclimated because 9th inning closing, it's different than the 8th inning. Everyone totally says different. It. We've seen it. And people just need to, get their stress and get their nerves and everything into place. So,
yeah, the pressure knob from the 8th and the 9th goes, it's just, it takes a special mindset and a special person to be a closer.
Right.
You got to have killer instinct. You got to have confidence to the point of being a fault almost. You got to have ego. You got to have swagger. You got to have it all, and you got to be able to throw. So Rodriguez, we know he can throw, and I think it's just an adjustment phase. Obviously he's maybe not quite used to that pressure cooker of the 9th inning, and he got thrown off just a little bit by one bad call the other night, and so that's going to happen. But I think it's all a learning experience for him, and probably JP Martinez after that game said, "Hey man, you're not going to get every strike call. You got to forget each pitch after you throw it, right?" So
yeah, I would think so.
He's going to be fine. I think he's going to be great.
Well, people are talking about my guy Grant McCray, and he's played like 3 games. So as often as we want to use the word small sample size, we're going to throw it in right now. Grant's going to be fine. He's going to strike out more than you want him to, but he's going to get some pop. He's going to connect with the ball and hit it deep. The guy's got a lot more power than you would think from a guy his size. And his speed is going to be so useful, and his defense is stellar. So when he's in the game, you got an amazing outfielder defensively. And when he can get on base, he instantly is in the pitcher's head.
Yep.
Those are things that we don't get to see too much of. And I am a fan of speed. So I'm excited for him to play. I don't want it to be at the cost of Gerard's injury, obviously, but we'll talk about it a little bit coming up, but there's a guy in SAC that might be here sooner than later, and his name's not Bryce. This guy, Drew Gilbert, that Posey picked up, is looking pretty sweet.
Yep. And the thing with McCray is like, okay, first of all, he can score from first on a gapper, right? No question. So if he's on base and somebody hits one to the gap, he's coming around to score. Secondly, they need to be working with him to bunt for hits because his speed is he's so fast. He can drop down a bunt and easily make it a base hit. And if he's having issues striking out, just sit there and just lay the bat up there. I mean, if he can lay down good bunts, he's going to get a hit every time.
Right.
And, until they start playing him to bunt, do it. Get on, man. That's what we need. So, let's talk Gilbert for a minute, because I haven't seen too much, but you obviously have been tuned into a little bit of what he's doing.
Yeah, he looks exactly like what you would want, which is a contact hitter. And he's penciled into Sacramento, and he instantly, first game he hits a triple. Last night he did
3-2. Swing and a fly ball deep right center field. Melton back, and it is gonna one-hop the fence. And in his first game at Sutter Health Park, Drew Gilbert plays the hero for the River Cats. It's gonna be a walk-off double for Drew Gilbert.
This dude has a lot of flavor. You can see his energy, which will be great. It's like Christian Koss times 2 or 3, I think. And he hit a walk-off double last night to win the game after Bryce Eldridge tied it with a home run. It was a phenomenal game. If I don't know if Senior or any of you Sacto people were there, but I would have loved to have been at that one. But yeah, and then Tidwell pitched, I think, 4 or 5 innings last night, and he looked good. So already, of course, small sample size. You can't use it for one side and not use it for the other side. But things are looking good right out of the gates, which is very nice.
Yeah. I think Buster fleeced the Mets. What do you think?
He did.
He fleeced the Mets.
Because here's the thing. If he wants Tyler Rogers back, he'll just get him back in the offseason. Yep. And so this is like, we traded Tyler Rogers to improve our team next year, and then Tyler Rogers is back next year.
You know what? You got to wonder too, like, okay, so Tyler Rogers is on the plane with the Giants going out to New York, and everybody made it like this big emo thing. Oh, he got his chance to say goodbye to everybody. But how we don't know. They could have gone on that plane and basically Buster told Tyler, like, look, man, we're gonna stick you with a potential playoff bound team, just for like 2 months, right? And then you want to come back to San Francisco, we'll have you. Now, obviously, it's going to depend on how much he's going to command on the free agent market, because somebody like him who gives you that many innings and he's that stable in the bullpen, he might command a pretty high price. And he is getting up there in age a little bit. So, but he's light years ahead of his brother.
Right? Oh, yeah. That's a no-brainer.
So we'll see about Tyler Rogers. I think that, they've got options, and we'll just see how it goes. Now, when you played that clip, did I see Meckler in that clip doing something weird at the beginning of it?
Yeah.
What was he doing?
Meckler's been playing, man. And I'm telling you, they got to get Meckler DFA'd and put Drew Gilbert into the 40-man, because he's not even on the 40-man yet. Either is Bryce, actually. But I think these things are coming. The San Jose Giants, which is the team I am closer to and have seen more games down there, this guy, Dakota Jordan, he hit 2 home runs again yesterday or the day before. Like, this guy is he's almost like Bryce. He's hitting home runs like all the time. He's going to be going away from San Jose soon. He'll be headed up to Eugene, playing with the Emeralds. Bo Davidson moved out to, I think he's in Richmond, and he should be coming to Sacramento next year probably. There is definitely some excitement in the farm system right now that I haven't really felt like since, the cream of the crop days where Buster and them came up. So This is exciting on all levels. I mean, Robbie Dizzle is down there at San Jose. They call him the mayor. He's walking around just, doing his thing. And he's letting me in a half hour early on some VIP level stuff, talking to Randy Wynn. Will Clark will come in occasionally and help some of the players. You got hitting coach is Travis Ishikawa, and their new players are the first picks of this year and last year. So they got Josuar Gonzalez, who's like 17. He's cruising up. And then already there is the guy they drafted this year, I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's either Keelan or Kylan or something like that. But he played and got his first hit today. He's kind of similar looking to Drew Gilbert with not as much flair, I don't think. But he's a younger guy, And so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Cool.
But you can definitely see that Buster's going after contact hitters. He's over the strikeout.
Yeah, that's everything. And, a lot of people were grousing after the deadline about, all he got was prospects and all this. Okay, look, you can't have it both ways. Farhan decimated the farm system, right? They had nothing in the pipeline. And by Buster bringing in some established prospects like Gilbert, who looks really good, okay, now you're bolstering the farm, right? You're giving the guys in San Jose and Eugene a little bit more of a window to develop and not rushing them to Sacramento, right? It's a win-win all the way around. And especially if these guys that he got are the real deal, then they can be major league ready. They may already be major league ready, and there's just no room on the roster for them, right? So I think it was a smart move. Obviously it was more of a conservative approach to the deadline than a lot of teams took, but it works. It works, and I think that this was all about the future next year, like let's kind of shore up the farm system a little bit with some prospects. We made the two big moves with Devers and Adames, and the Verlander move you could call a not so big move, but whatever, it's all good. And I'm happy with what Buster's doing. I got no complaints. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the bullpen, because I think there is some definite concern. I'm kind of not sure, and I wanted to pick your brain on this. We know Randy Rodriguez is our closer. Who's next up that you have the most trust in the bullpen that's currently in there? Because I'm almost going with our new guys, Jose Buto or Matt Gage, maybe. Tristan Beck scares me. Spencer Bivens scares me. Luke Casey's been doing good. Carson Seamer, too young. He's going to get hit around as he learns. Kaiwei Tang, same thing. Ryan Walker is probably Bomel's guy, but as we've seen, he just has this weird click where he just clicks out of being the dominant reliever that he has been. So, I mean, it's going to be probably eighth inning by committee for a little while until somebody really steps up and shows that they're the guy, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm going with new guy. Gage has not given up an earned run.
He looks good.
He's been really solid. He's got a freaky delivery. I think it puts hitters a little bit off balance. I really like what I've seen out of him. Lucchese's had some really strong outings, and he's had a couple of iffy ones, but he's looked pretty good. As far as Walker's concerned, I don't know what to make of what's going on. This whole season for him has been rough, right? And I think I don't know. Does he get moved up to an earlier slot? Does he come in like the seventh? Like is that a way of like letting the steam off a little bit? Because I don't know what it is. And then some innings, like I mean, how many times have we seen him walk the leadoff batter when he's come into a game this year? Way too many, right? And he seems like his control has been suspect. And then he'll put two guys on, but then he'll kind of lock in, and then sometimes he doesn't. He's just definitely not the dominant guy that he was. So it's a little bit harder to trust him. I don't put any trust in Bivens. Beck, I want Beck to do well. I like him, but he just hasn't shown up, And Eric Miller, if he actually ends up coming back, I don't have all that much trust in Miller either. Really, I mean, he hasn't been what everybody said he was going to be. So yeah, the new guys. I mean, Buteau is like, they were talking about him on the radio today, and FP was just saying like, this guy's the real deal. This guy really can pitch. So
that's good, and he's a lefty, which we were short on, and now we've got like three.
Yeah, it's important. So earlier somebody mentioned Greg Papa in here, and we should just briefly send out our best wishes for a speedy recovery for him.
100%.
Dealing with cancer. When I heard that, it really bummed me out because he's one of the best guys on KNBR by far, and you never like to hear it, but hopefully he he comes through it all right, and he's back on the air as soon as possible.
Yeah, everybody's sending their best to him, and I like what I've been hearing as far as his compadres are like, dude, this guy's a fighter. He's got this, and just the positive energy. Man, yeah, that sucks. It's a real bummer when people have to fight that stuff, and it sucks more when they don't win, but hopefully Greg gets through it and we'll have him back sooner than later. I love Greg Papa. I met him at a Giants game, and I was like, my name's Greg too. Let's get a selfie. And he was real nice and super, like exactly how he is on air, just like, hey, like kind of looks like a little drunk, but just classy, like having I love that dude, for real.
Yeah, he's great. That photo you got with him was really good. So yeah, Nathan, we do need Root back real bad. I don't know, haven't heard anything. The last I heard was he had no structural damage, which is always sort of an in-between statement about guys when they're having elbow inflammation. And look, he throws hard. He throws a lot of really crazy curveballs that could put a little wear and tear on your elbow, especially when you're not used to pitching as many innings as he's pitched this year, right? Like, I think he already pitched more than he's ever pitched. So be a little bit of fatigue, I'm hoping that we get him back, that he doesn't get shut down for the rest of the year.
Yeah, we definitely need him back big time, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I was looking at the Friday night game is Nationals are coming in, because I was trying to figure out who's going to be on the mound, and it's TBD versus TBD. So who knows? That'd be great if it was the same guy all game, but I don't think so. Wisenhunt probably pitches a little later, maybe Saturday or Sunday, I'm guessing. Let's see if they have anybody for the whole series. Saturday. Oh, yeah, Saturday Wisenhunt. So Friday maybe is a bullpen game, or I don't know. TBD, I guess.
It's got to be. Who else is it going to be? Unless they bring somebody up for a spot start, but I don't know who it would be. I mean, what do they got?
Right.
I mean, they're at home, so like theoretically they could pull somebody from SAC for a start and then send them right back after the game, I guess. But yeah, I thought we were done with this TBD bullshit last year. Now we're back. I mean, obviously it's injuries, but man, I hate that. I hate looking at that little silhouette when I bring up the preview of the game. It's like, no.
Yeah. I'm okay if it's one per series, like once in a blue moon, but I definitely don't want it to be a regular thing. And I definitely don't want it to be more than once per, out of 5. It's like one at the most.
Robbie's keyed in. He's got the Saturday, Sunday matchup.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Robbie was Will the Thrill down in San Jose the last day or two. There was rumors, but we don't know what happened. Well, fill us in, baby. Fill us in. The other thing is, wow, that is so bananas. Okay. I was just reading this thing about okay. That's crazy. Yeah. I saw you saying preach yesterday. Murphy just bugs me. He's played out. I got the Metallica sweatshirt. Anthony is a morning guy, and we get in there, and my philosophy is you turn the volume all the way off when you're in the KNBR chat. The crew is tight in the chat. I like some of the guys that hang out in there. And so we just talk with the chat, and then Kruk will come on. I'll turn the volume up and be like, I can listen to an interview, but I can't listen to their takes. Dude, also, we got to put a link. I'll put a link down in the description of this episode. Senior sent me the best video of him his son's little league team playing Murph's team that he coaches, and Murph just lost it, and it's amazing. And then Rory the Geek, Murphy's son, pitches it to Senior's kid, and he just whacks almost a home run. Yeah, nice. Man, it's a great clip. So I'll put a link to it down there, and everybody should check it out when you have a free second for sure.
Yeah, well, anybody who's got kids playing in that league, that's your target. That's the team you want to beat and beat bad. You want to play a game to the mercy rule against his team.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can't. I think I tried to jump on there a little bit here and there to like kind of get in the chat and stuff, but it's the live stream. Even seeing those guys without sound is annoying, right? I just can't do it. It's pretty harsh lately. There's a lot of people. At first, I thought it was just me and you being you and me. And no, there's a lot of other guys that are echoing us in there. Like, people are like a little more tolerable of Marcus, but there's a lot of Murph as a clown in there. So it's interesting. It's just, those people that just try to be an expert at everything when they're really expert in absolutely nothing. Like, it's like, pick your lane, figure it out, be smart, be intelligent about what you say, and just go there. But it's like they want to jump around and talk all these different sports, and I get it, sports radio, but it's like, you guys aren't really that knowledgeable about any of it, and you got what? You got a Yankees fan in there, and you got just, I don't know. I can't take those guys, And now the afternoon guy I can't take because he's just whining, pissing, and moaning, and it's like, nobody wants to hear that out of you.
Yeah. I don't know what this means. A total 180 to the radio guy, but KNBR banned him from doing that. Does that mean like he was more of a clown and less of a sports guy? I, to be honest, I like Paulie way more than Murph, and I didn't think I did when they were together, but now I listened to Murph a bunch, and now I went to like Paulie's Particles. He has his own show, and I like what they're doing a lot more. I would be stoked to wake up to those guys more than Marcus and Murph. The morning needs a competitor. I don't think there's another show. The 95.7 thing is, I just can't get into those guys. They seem like they're just high. They seem like they're like Live 105, like prank calling people and trying to just be like, and it's like, no, I just want to hear some good takes on some baseball during baseball season. That's what I'm all about. And I wish that there was something besides. Sirius has a really great MLB 24/7 channel, and they got like Franson and all these guys that come in and do different takes. But it's like, you got to pay. Like, I don't want to pay. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. That Sirius radio channel is actually better than MLB Network and a lot of other things that are going on. I can't stand like Foul Territory and some of these other shows. I just can't get into it at all. Like Ken Rosenthal, I wish he'd just walk away from baseball forever. He wants to come in with all these hot takes, and it's just like, your bow ties for charity is great and all, but you just don't really get it, and then he's down in the dugouts during the playoffs, and it's just like, so yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, Anthony's been really hitting me up to get a hold of old Nego Ned, and I finally got a hold of him this morning while he was drinking his coffee.
His name is Nego Ned. Negative is what he said. He's Mr. I told you so. He's Mr. I told you so.
What's up, guys? Nego Ned reporting from the Oracle Park this morning with my coffee, and I just want to tell you guys something. We're not making the playoffs, so get over that. And for all you guys that are getting all excited about the off season, thinking Michael Tucker's gonna come to the Giants? Pick a lane. You think he's gonna come to this city and play in that crappy park that nobody can hit home runs in? Get real. He ain't coming to SF, guys. And for all you guys screaming about, oh, wow, we beat the Pirates. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates, guys. We got a 500 team playing 500. I told you so. Nego Ned out.
Negative, Ned is so negative. Damn.
Heavy vibes.
A lot to talk about. He's sitting there strolling around the parking lot waiting for these guys to land. Last thing you want is to come home from a long road trip and see Nego Ned at your car.
You're rough. He was a stick brawler back in the day. It just has that vibe.
Yeah.
Too many night games. Candlestick is just like frozen brain cells or something. I don't know.
I go with I used to go with the Greater Alarm for Phil's. Little Phil's plug right now. And Phil's just got sold, by the way. Somebody just paid a bunch, boatloads of cash, bought Phil's. So I've been going in and going, hey, whoever bought it, tell them we need the daily alarm back. That was my shit. And they stopped doing it. But right now I do Dancing Water. That's the one I go with. But yeah, Phil's should be, I don't know. I don't know what to expect for the future for Phil's.
Well, yes, when things get sold, usually it doesn't go too well, but maybe you'll get lucky. This is why I grind my own beans every morning and make coffee fresh at home. Yeah.
I'm the same way with coffee as I was with my beer. I don't want to fucking do anything but pick it up and drink it. That's it.
It tastes better when you had to work for it, though.
Nah, not at fucking 4 a.m, dude. It's like I want to just stumble over, get the thing, and wake up. It's like I can't do anything till I drink the coffee. After I have my first coffee, then I'll make coffee. Then I can, you know what I mean? But it's like that first one, I'm useless until I get the first sip.
Yeah, I am too. But it's like my little ritual in the morning. Like there's a process, right? And so it's like, okay, it's like the smell of the beans grinding, the coffee brewing, that first pint glass full, get a little rev going on, go in and watch the highlights from the game the day before. And then from there, it's just wipe that whole pot out by about 3, 4, 5 p.m.
Coffee.
What?
Somebody said something about coffee.
Fast pot!
Coffee drinker, huh?
Boys want some coffee?
Coffee.
Just French press.
Fast pot!
I would try. The night before, I would get it. I'd have the alarm. I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, you can program it.
Yeah, and I still couldn't. I don't know. And then the other thing is, this is probably placebo mental destruction of my brain. I never have made a cup of coffee that I liked. Like, I like when other people make me. It's part of my ritual is you're making me coffee. Your shitty coffee is better than my great coffee. That's my ritual.
There you go. Yeah, just never tip for drip. That's the call. Like when I'm out on the road or whatever, and I just absolutely have to go into a coffee place, it's like, yeah, I just give me a tall drip, whatever you got, and yeah, $4.75. Okay, yeah, sorry, you're getting a quarter.
That's about right. Yeah, just round it up to the nearest dollar.
That's
$4.99 right. Goes to $5.
There you go. Here, have some copper.
Yeah. Well, so what do you think? What was your answer? Was it Gage for the bullpen?
I like what Gage has been doing. Obviously, he's fresh, new. We haven't seen a lot of him, but we've seen a lot of these other guys, and it's kind of this repetition of mediocre pitching. And to me, like Bivens and Beck are probably the two weakest links in there, right? Flushing Jelly out was one of the best things they could have done. Bivens, I think the only reason he's still around is because Melvin feels like he can go 2, maybe 3 innings when, the starter comes up short. So I understand that, but 2, 3 innings of bad pitching isn't worth anything, right? If the guy's going to come in and shit the bed, then I don't want him. I would just hope that they can get Walker straightened out somehow.
That's the dream, right? Like, we need Walker. If Walker can be even close to what he was when he was on, I mean, he was legit.
Incredible.
So if we got him and Rodriguez, I'm feeling great. I don't know what the Padres, I think the Padres game starts like right around now. If the Padres lose, I think we're only 4.5 or 5 behind them. Is that right?
Yeah, I think 4.5.
So, and we have 3 games with them next week. I think we can gain at least one more game on them these next 3 days. Because I think we're gonna sweep Washington. We have to. And then go and then host the Padres. Dude, that's going to be a big series. Padres coming in to Oracle Park. Woo! We're going to have some full audience.
Yeah, it's going to be a lively one all 3 days. So, yeah, this is the other question is, I think we talked about this last time we were on, and I feel like Birdsong coming back as a bullpen guy could be the best thing, not as a rotation guy.
Right.
So I just feel like when he was coming out of the bullpen early in the year, he was really strong. And as soon as they moved him into the rotation, and it just went bad, And this is not any slight on his ability to be a rotation guy in the future. But I think as far as the rest of this year goes, he needs reps pitching at the major league level. They need bullpen arms that are more reliable. He was great out of the bullpen. I mean, it's not really, there's not much to think about there, right?
I think it would be amazing if he came back and was the Birdsong we once knew. Yeah, I mean, what a spark. Like, these are the internal sparks that are almost like a trade, right? It's like you thought you lost this guy, and then he comes back and returns to where he was. Looks like the Diamondbacks are up 1-0 in the first inning over the Padres. So it's not often that Christian roots for the D-backs and all the little midgets running around with mustaches. But tonight he says, hit him into the pool. Hit him into the pool.
Yep. All day long. Take a dunk.
We got 19 entries, guys. One more entry and we'll be at 20. And I will be giving away a bobblehead. So if you have not made a comment, then you owe it to the other 19 people. Boom! We've done it. We've reached 20.
Wait, was that a Klay Thompson bobblehead, or is that the Steph Curry bobblehead?
No, that's Patrick Bailey.
Oh.
Everybody needs to give Brendan Griffin a big shout out. He's our 20th entry, and we'll do this a little bit later, but I'm stoked. We finally can do the giveaway, and we're also going to give away some hoodies because we got this segment coming up right about now that maybe a lot of you have been waiting for.
Extra, read all about it. Get your copy of the Dispatch. Extra.
You may have heard KNBR got kicked out of the bunker. We've labeled it BunkerGate. I went into KNBR's chat early the other day to find out information about it, and I was instantly told it's a non-story. Move along, nothing to see here. Well, that's BS. I want to know what the hell's going on over there, and we're going to take a deeper dive until we get some answers. You can believe that to be true. I'm going to be reporting from the bunker Friday night. I'm going to be there. I'm going to take some photos and video to see if any of the KNBR stuff's still in there, what it might be turning into. There's been tons of rumors. Is it they didn't pay rent? Is it Copeland's outspokenness on KNBR that rubbed the management of the Giants wrong. I don't know. What have you guys heard? If you've heard anything, let's hear it, because I want to know more information about this. SF Gate wrote an article about it, and it was kind of vague. And when they reached out to KNBR, Mike Kohler said, nah, Fifth Amendment, we ain't talking. Something's up, guys. What do we know? Let's talk about this.
Well, we do know one thing for sure is that the contract with KNBR and the Giants, being the Giants flagship station, that comes to an end at the end of this year. And so there's going to be renegotiations, obviously, and there may be some other radio outlets making a pitch to try to take that over. Obviously, KNBR is owned by Cumulus, a massive media conglomerate that owns probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 35% of all radio in the United States. That's pretty creepy when you think about it, right? So maybe the Giants don't want to deal with Cumulus, right? Because now you got an extra handout that you got to pay. And who knows what goes on? Maybe they don't like what goes on air on KNBR. Maybe I'm sure the Giants are happy with the broadcast team, right? I mean, how could you be upset with John Miller and Dave Fleming and Kruk and Kipe? I mean, these guys are great. Joe Rizzo's been great. FP's been great. I mean, pretty much everybody around there is. We think all those guys are good, but some of the radio only guys, just the personalities on air, I don't know, could be ruffling some feathers.
It's crazy though to me. Like I've listened to KNBR my whole life, right? 680 was the station that you listened to when you couldn't go to the game. We didn't always have cable. Like the radio was a great place. And you even listen to radio intentionally sometimes when it's on TV, just because that vibe is so cool. Here's the deal though. What is going to happen when they realize they got rid of the people that, like, they got rid of their best people? Why did they get rid of Tom Tolbert? He was on the Warriors. Who do you want to talk about the Warriors? Copes or Tolbert? It's like you had some
Tolbert played basketball.
And John Lund. I love John Lund. He's got a lot of great takes and stuff. Kruger's not my favorite, but he's probably better than a lot of the guys that are remaining. They just threw like interns into there. Like Marcus was like a sound guy. All of a sudden he's a co-host. It's like, I don't know what happened, but they need to figure this out. Radio, it could be dead, but it could not be. If you have the right shows and the right talent, it's going to live. You can still listen to the radio on your computer or on your digital devices. It doesn't mean that you have to listen to the actual radio. They have this reach that is so cool. I mean, Fleming and John Miller announcing the game with that crispy, just, you can't duplicate that sound either. It's just, it's epic. So I don't know what's going on. If Larry Bear, if Greg Johnson, if KNBR just has no money. I know they either got kicked out of San Francisco or moved out of San Francisco because their office is now in Daly City. They were down at the Niners camp in Santa Clara for a little while. I think they were trying to like position into that, and that didn't work out.
Well, they were never there. That was what they were told, and then they didn't go there. So, yeah.
And this, sorry, one last thing. This right here is number one for me. You don't push Marty Lurie out. He's the GOAT. Marty Lurie is the GOAT, guys.
If you're referring to him being pushed out of the bunker, because I guess he and Wotus were doing some Sunday morning shows from the bunker at the Yard when they were going to be at the game, that's one thing. But if he's getting pushed out of having a show on air, sorry, that's one of the only things I really catch on KNBR. I listen to 68 after the game sometimes. I listen to Marty Lurie and I listen to the ball games, and that's it, man. Like as soon as John and Kruk and Kipe and Dave, they pick their players, and they do their little post game wrap, I'm out of there, right? And sometimes I'll stick around if I want to hear some callers and listen to what goes on after the game, and then Sunday mornings. But it's just, I can't stomach some of it, And wasn't Copeland responsible for all those guys that got laid off and fired? Wasn't he the program director? And
he sure jumped the ranks. I think he's up. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, but it's not getting discussed and it's not getting explained. And this is a communication thing. Radio is to communicate. So you got to tell your listeners what's going on. Otherwise, they're like, there's so much other stuff to listen to. I can't even fit it all into my day anymore. So you really need to keep your audience, treasure them.
Yeah. Yeah. And look, Marty's got his own, they're doing live stream podcast stuff now, which is great. It's another outlet, another venue for him to do his deal. And this right here, Nathan, Lasky is great.
Love Lasky.
His takes are very spot on. He doesn't get too wound up in the emotions of it. He just kind of speaks the truth about baseball, and he pitched in the major leagues. He knows.
No question about it, Schmidt.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
So I want the rumor mill to get hot. I want because what was my first take on it when you told me? I was like, well, they got to stop smoking weed in there and eating all the free food that's craft service for the people who actually work at the stadium, right?
People said that it could have been possibly they were promoting drinking so much on the air and that it was getting a little crazy. But then the one rumor that I heard that might seem the most realistic is something happened at one of the concerts. You know how when the Giants were out of town, they had My Chemical Romance. They had a few different concerts at the Oracle. Apparently, some people unauthorized went in there that maybe were connected with KNBR, and that bummed people out. That's one of the things I heard. But if you go in the morning and you type it in, you're going to get some real harsh, we're talking sports. I'm like, dude, this is the radio station that you're listening to. It's kind of it is a story. It's not a non-story. That makes no sense. And I love that Senior came up with BUNKERGATE. So we were just like, BUNKERGATE.
It might be worth me jumping in there in the morning just to
we need to bring an army in there and
turn it into a hashtag that won't
we
go
want
away.
Answers, BUNKERGATE. We want answers, BUNKERGATE. This is you, Copes. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah. We need to find out what happened to the tapes. Where's the 13 minutes of missing tapes?
Unbelievable. Well, we got to root for the D-backs to beat the Padres, obviously. I was curious. This is going to be a real rough take for me to even say, but I just am feeling good after that whole BUNKERGATE situation. I kind of wanted the Dodgers to beat the Cardinals. I think the Giants need to get the Cardinals and the Reds behind them. I don't think they're going to catch the Dodgers. So if the Dodgers are playing some of our competitors, I kind of want the Dodgers to win. That's never been said out of my mouth before, and I feel weird. But isn't that the right attitude?
Yeah, absolutely. What do we got? AZ still holding San Diego off 1-0.
Second inning. Yep.
Oh, and new Padre Nestor Cortez is pitching.
Nasty Nestor, who got shelled in the World Series, and he'll never be the same.
Dude, he got trashed. That was terrible. That really was. Aaron Boone really screwed the pooch on that one, right? He just left him out there to just drip dry.
Haruku, I never agree with you until now. Ramos should never lead off. I've been saying that since he started leading off.
Yep.
No way. We should have Ramos batting. Honestly, we need a new number 4 hitter. Chapman should bat 5th or 6th. So put Ramos in 5th or 4th. And I love Devers and Adames in the 2-3. Maybe put Jung-Hoo Lee at lead off. But when Drew Gilbert comes up, if he's the real deal, you know, we've been saying about McRae, if he's the real deal, one of those guys could be the leadoff guy. And then Jung Hoo down in the 7 or 8 hole. Like, I like having a speed guy in the 9 hole too. Like if it's Koss or Jung Hoo Lee in the 9. So then you got 9-1-2 and it really starts that momentum.
Yep.
And hey, we've been kind of busting Bailey's balls all year, and we got to tip our hat to him. Right now, Kristen said he was half alive for the last few weeks, and this last week he became fully alive.
Yeah.
So,
That's what it feels like, you know?
yeah.
I guess we're never going to get away from the switch hitting issue, which is just problematic. But if he's hitting, right? I can't complain about that. So, yeah, I think I don't know what they're going to do about the backup catcher thing. I always have my concerns.
Yeah.
But, you know, Kisner has done okay. He hasn't been terrible.
Well,
And, the bases are loaded with no outs in Arizona. How about that?
I'll tell you what your next backup catcher concern is going to be. It's going to be, are you going to see Austin Barnes?
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, because you know what I want to happen is Jesus Rodriguez to come up, who's our new acquisition, and he's batted 300 since he's been playing ball through every level of the minors. I know it's different than the pros, but this guy really, he caught Buster Posey's eye, and Buster's, you know, so I'm kind of like, well, if Buster likes this guy, maybe we're going to see him when they expand the rosters. Maybe we'll have 3 catchers. Who knows? But we got to see. Tom Smith.
DFA'd.
Who got DFA'd?
I don't know. Who got DFA'd?
Gerard. Crap, man. Bunkergate Senior. I think you just missed it. Dale. So the ump's name is Dale, and you just hear Murphy go, Dale. He runs out. He's challenging the ump in a little league game for a freaking call strike, man. It's insane.
Okay, Austin Barnes was DFA'd according to Rick Brown. That's good.
Okay, that is good, because right now I'm looking at the roster, and you're right. Thomas Gavello, Sam Huff, Zach Morgan, Logan Porter, Jesus Rodriguez, Max Stassi. 6 catchers in Sacramento. And my dog does not like that. She's like, we need to reduce.
Oh, 2-0 Arizona. Sack fly.
Nice. Let's go, D-backs.
Yep.
Let's make it a pool party.
So we should do a wrap up next on Sunday after this first home series, and definitely we got to look into Bunkergate some more.
Oh, Bunkergate, you can bet your bottom dollar that I will be reporting from the bunker Friday night before the game. I don't know if I'm going to go live or not. It just depends if there's enough to say or see, but I'll put together something and I'll be reporting back for sure.
Now, where exactly is it? Is it near where the broadcast booth is, or is it actually buried down in some other?
Yeah, it's kind of like close to where the if you went through the Giants dugout and you go through that, you're in a hallway, and after that hallway is the Giants clubhouse.
Right.
If you turn left down that hallway, the bunker's right there. So it's kind of like behind home plate on the same level as the dugout. The announcing's like in the club level up higher.
Right. So it's down in the bowels of the stadium, essentially, right?
Down in the bowels. Here we go, guys. They said it couldn't be done, but you guys made it possible. Thank you to all of y'all.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a little giveaway, and it's gonna be for this Patrick Bailey bobblehead. So, are you ready? Anybody else want to join? You got 5 seconds to make a comment if you haven't made a comment, so you can be added to the entry. Right now we have 22 people in there. So here we go. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Chrysler. Is Chrysler in Canada? No, he's in Minnesota, right?
Oh, damn. Kettle One made the third out. Arizona, for all that, only got 1 run. This is like the Giants. Bases loaded, no outs.
Chrysler, send me an email with your address and we'll send you out this bobblehead. Congratulations. I want to do more of this. So if we can get more people into the chat, 20 is the magic number. Anything above that, and we will be giving away stuff on the episode. So thank you, everybody. Yeah, 2-0 after 2 in Arizona. The Padres, hopefully they get knocked out, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's who's pitching for Arizona tonight?
That's a good question.
Take a quick look here. Our good friend, Forever Giant Anthony DeSclafani is pitching.
Oh no! Shit!
that was the perfect clip for that. Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Forever Giant Anthony DeSclafani. He's 1-2 with a 4.55 ERA this year. He's been in 10 games. He's had 3 starts. He's had 2 saves. He's pitched 27.2 innings.
That's weird. He's had 2 saves, huh?
I guess I don't know. Yeah, he's not. He's actually not too much higher than his career ERA right now. So, at any rate, yeah, let's hope the Snakes hang a bad one on the Dads.
I'd love that. I would love that. Let's take a look at the standings, and then we'll probably hightail it out of here.
Yeah, I'll be ready to eat some dinner here shortly.
Din, what's for dinner?
A cheesy potato burrito.
Nice.
Yeah, homemade.
Okay, so right here we got Milwaukee, LA, Philly as your division leaders. The wild card is the Cubs, Padres, and Mets currently. The Reds 3 games back. The Giants 5 games back. And the St. Louis Cardinals and Marlins are hanging around at 5.5 and 6 games. After that, it goes down to 8.5 for the Diamondbacks. So they're not making our screen. But if they beat the Padres, we will salute them.
Yep. And, Cincinnati's kind of been scary good lately. So
they got Green back.
Yeah. I mean, the pitching's never been the problem in Cincinnati. That's the thing. Their pitching is super dominant. It's just
their key guys get injured a lot. Like McLean's hurt all the time.
They get injuries, and then they got guys that just go on gnarly strikeout binges, and they're coming up with guys on base and just K, right? And Ellie even is like, he's a streaky hitter. So, wow, look at that. That's a smorgasbord right there.
Grilled ribeye steak and shrimp fried rice and salad for dinner. Papusa, you can cook for me anytime, brother.
Yeah. And you know who this started against, Darren? The Giants. The Giants made the Marlins healthy, unfortunately.
And Alcantara did not get traded, which I was hoping he was going to be a Giant.
Surprising. Because he's got, another 2 years with Miami, I think?
At least 1, I think. He's definitely got, but that other guy, what's his name? Edward Cabrera, man, he's going to be good too. Marlins have some talent and some young talent.
Yep, they do. You can't count on their ownership to keep a good squad together. You know, not as bad as Fisher maybe, but they're not long on guys. You know, they look for opportunities to cut the budget. All right. So Anaheim's that way. Oakland, Sacramento, whatever you want to call them, is that way. Miami's that way. The Rockies are that way. You know, lower that bottom line. When you're already at the bottom, where does the line go?
You ever hear about this one?
I got a text about the 7th inning that says, hey, you can't do the show from the bunker anymore. I got a text about the 7th inning that says, hey, you can't do the show from the bunker anymore. Apparently the bunker is no more.
Isn't that great? Like the whole joke now out in the world is like people, he broke up with me by text. He broke up with me. I got fired in a text. And he's whining about, oh, we can't go to the bunker and do whatever.
Then so without hesitation, this is who these guys are. They're not even tripping on it. They're just like, well, the Giants traded the bunker with Rodgers. They suck this year. Let's talk 49ers. It's like, dude, read the room, look in the mirror, try to figure out who you're bought. Like, come on here, brothers. Nails on a chalkboard voice right there. That's right. My wife's like, oh, who's the guy that talks 500 miles an hour? I can't listen to this. Like, I'll have KNBR on. She's like, not with this guy. We have to change.
Yeah. You know what else Cope said when they got kicked out of the bunker?
What kind of bullshit? What kind of BS is this? This is some bullshit. What is that? What is up with this fucking bullshit? This is some bullshit, man.
Oh man. I mean, where is our friend Chardal, man?
I don't know.
Click that like button, smash that subscribe button, ring that notification bell.
Chardizzle, we miss you, man. I know you'll be watching this, but we want to see you in here live, dude. You could have been our winner, but no, Chrysler took the win today.
Yep. Well, should we wrap it up here and go do our prospective dinners and get ready for this home series?
Yes, sir. Thank you guys all, man. Chardal's working at Great America. He's making sure he's making Great America again.
He's making Great America great again. Amazing. I went to that place like the first month it was open. Like 70, what was it? 76, 77, something like that.
Well, has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been that long.
Hey, Val, thank you, man. I appreciate you showing up. Anthony, Eddie, Papusa, you know that I love the Papusa, man. Redwood City, I don't know where you live, Papusa Fiend, but Redwood City has a banging Papusa place that I used to go to when I lived down that way on Broadway. I think it's called Amelia's. It's super good.
Yeah, we had the two Robbies in here tonight. We had just about everybody.
And
we just need to draw in more. More.
And remember the winner, Chrysler, won the bobblehead. This guy got the Patrick Bailey bobblehead, and he's going to get it in the mail from me once he emails me his address. And I'm probably going to throw in some stickers.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Sorry I joined late again. Good show. What I did catch. Miss B, you are always not needing to apologize. I think you're in second or third in the fantasy league. My team dropped to 9th this week. I got to make some serious moves. I cannot end up below Christian. It's my only hope is to just not be dead last.
I've been dead last for months. I just everybody I thought was going to be good, they all ended up stinking pretty bad. So whatever, you know. Well, I'm the Colorado Rockies of our our fantasy league.
Oh, that was another thing that Lou and Dan were saying last night. They're like, the Giants might as well just call Colorado and give them 4th place. I'm like, you guys are so out of your minds. Okay, Richmond, California. I'm down. Do you know about Brad Staba's pizza place, Richmond Point? It's called Raymond's. It's very delicious. I recommend the garlic knots. They are bomb. And it's a nice little town out on the water. It's Richmond West, basically, right before the bridge. I'm sure you know of it. But yeah.
Better than Pizzanista?
Better than Pizzanista. That's a tough call. But Solomon and Brad are friends, and they definitely discuss pizza and stuff. So if you ask Brad, he would say yes. If you ask Solomon, he would say no. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys want to join me in the morning, I'm usually in the chat from 6:30 to 7. No, till Kruko comes on. And then after Kruko comes on, I turn it off. But if you guys want to come in and get an army going and start demanding BunkerGate questions, we need answers, BunkerGate. We need answers, BunkerGate. No, it's not a non-story. We need to know.
Yep. Make KNBR great again.
Make KNBR great again. We're just trying to help, guys. Come on. All right. Well, enjoy your evening, guys. Giants are hopefully on a roll. We've won 2 in a row. Let's make it 3 Friday night. And I'll be at the bunker at some point. So the story continues. Big love. Have a great night. Be safe out there. And go Giants.
All right, we're set to go.
Let's go, San Francisco. Let's go, Giants.
Dude, that was one of the most mind-blowing shows I've seen to this day.
Much love. See you soon. Thank you.
And I am forever a Giant.
Sometimes he was too much analytics. Sometimes he was just out of left field. Wasn't really in tune with the players. Didn't really make a connection with the city. I think they need somebody with more experience.